Ebola spreads. We're getting answers tonight from somebody who's literally on the front lines.
Now, that Salem-based surgeon who you heard from at the beginning of this newscast actually treated patients in West Africa. Jennifer Hoff talked with Dr. Debbie Eisenhunt tonight. What does she say about all this?
She says that she wouldn't hesitate to go back. Maybe not right now because she's taking a well-deserved vacation, but she describes feeling actually really safe in that protective gear that she wore over there to care for the patients. Patients, including her friends, the first two Americans who contracted Ebola. But their closeness would eventually put Dr. Eisenhunt in harm's way. In 16 months, Dr. Debbie Eisenhunt cared for up to 60 Ebola-stricken patients at a hospital outside Liberia's capital.
It's endemic in the community at this point, so you have to be very cautious of every contact.
Then Debbie's friends, fellow Dr. Kent Brantley and missionary Nancy Reipel, got sick, adding to the worry.
We wanted to take very good care of them, you know.
Debbie hugged Reipel, then had to stay in isolation at her own hospital even after it was evacuated. She never did get sick, but the virus has killed more than 3,300 people in West Africa. On Wednesday, Oregon's health authority assured people the infection risk is low in Portland.
We have experience. This is the kind of thing that luckily we don't do every day, but we are prepared to act on, and we have done so in the past.
Symptoms show up to 21 days after infection, and I learned out of 26 other outbreaks, this one is the worst. It has shut down hospitals, making care for other ailments impossible, only adding to the disaster.
So you can imagine a metropolitan area of 1.5 million people and no hospitals. So that's a hidden tragedy that the press isn't talking about.
Yet with Ebola out of control, Debbie worked 12-hour shifts and was often in protective gear for a third of that when she got word of the first Ebola case in June. She started treating patients and teaching staff to try and save everyone's lives.
But there are more survivors that are being discharged from the unit at this point.
And even before Debbie had left, at least 3 patients had recovered at her Liberia hospital, and she says that number just continues to go up. Meanwhile, in the States now, she plans to give some education talks. She's even going to be out at Salem's Corbin University. That's coming up this mid-month.
Yeah, I think people just want to be reassured they want the right information out there.
Yeah, that's what she said. This is what it's all about. People can come and get the facts straight from her.
And how great that she went and did that
Exactly.
overseas. Yeah. Awesome.